Hi there, friends. Welcome back to my very messy kitchen. I am hopefully processing the last of the tomatoes today and tomorrow, maybe a little bit on Saturday as well. Who knows? I have pulled out most of the plants and the romas are still going strong, and obviously I still have quite a few cherry tomatoes, which I'm going to make use of over the next week, maybe, leaving a couple of cherry tomato plants in and making the last of the few salads and things that we make with the tomatoes. But I'm just processing these ones right now and I'm bottling them up. I'm trying to get enough bottles done to put the water bathing unit on now, but I just wanted to pop in and say hello. And I was going to take you on a journey in my garden today. I was actually going to do a tour, but it was quite smoky from one of the burn-offs that's happening, not really in our area, but it's been blowing this way. It's now gone, but I'm now preserving, so I'm not going to be able to do a tour because I probably only have 40 minutes of daylight left in the day. But I did take a little bit of footage this morning. As you can see, I've started to use the frost cloth again, and this is just to keep my seedlings warm and try and get them to have a good start to their season. And I've also got the netting on. The chickens have been getting into my garden, and we discovered that they've been sneaking through this really, really tiny spot through the fence, and so we've blocked that up now. But I have put netting on to protect my seedlings from the chickens. Not all of my seedlings though. The broad beans are not protected, but thankfully they haven't been interested in that row when they have been coming in. They have, however, demolished some of my seedlings. I'm hoping there's enough left on some of the brassicas that they will bounce back, and hence why I'm also putting the frost cloth on, just to give them a bit of warmth and to get them to, grow some leaves, and hopefully they will come back. They have got a few leaves on them still, or at least they've got the heart of the plant still there, with some, there are branches that the leaves were on, but the leaves have been munched by the chickens. So I did go and purchase some seedlings. So I've got some more brassicas to put in this weekend. And I'm a bit behind on my editing. I have done the Q&A, but I have not edited the video yet. So it is coming. I'm hoping to have it out next week. I wanted to hop on here though to let you know that my daughter is having a stall with some other creative homeschool friends of hers. They are having a stall at the Off-Grid Festival. So I'm going to be at this year's and next weekend's. I will put the dates up on the screen right now. I'm going to be there all weekend at stall 90. So if you are coming along to the festival, come and say hi. It's going to be so much fun. I have never been to the Off-Grid Festival. As you know, we already live off-grid, and it's always great to meet and learn more about this sort of lifestyle that we are living. So I'm looking forward to going along to some of the talks and just moseying about, really. I'm going to take my knitting along with me and get some knitting done. I'm kind of going to treat this as a bit of a weekend away and really enjoy myself. I don't do well with resting, especially when I'm at home. So the only time that I'm probably going to rest is when the sun goes down and when I go away from our property here. Even then, if I went away to another farm, I would be sinking my hands in the soil there. So, but at festivals, I always do seem to do a lot of learning, like a lot of workshops, but I've sort of backed off recently and really honed in on the relaxing while learning a bit as well. I think with this one though, I won't be able to help myself but learn a bit. So lots of people are there holding workshops, and of course we already do a whole lot of what is being taught or what's being spoken about, but there is always more to learn, and I love learning. So I'm really looking forward to sitting in on some talks and meeting some new people. It's going to be lots of fun. Okay, I really need to get these in the water bathing unit, but I wanted to share with you that I have been making some passata. Now, the passata that I've been making, I have not been taking the skins off and I have not been taking the seeds out. And I figure there is all this goodness in the skin, or just under the skin, as they say with all the vegetables. The most nutrients is just under the skin. So don't peel the skin, guys. Keep the skin on. And also the seeds. I'm sure there's lots of benefits in having tomato seeds. But this passata, I'm really enjoying making it. And it's really easy. I'm actually doing it in my Thermomix. I did 3 batches today, but I've also been doing some stove tomatoes as well. And I'm going to fill up the rest of these jars and get them into the water bathing unit. I have to do it soon. Last night I was preserving, I think the water bathing unit finished at 9 o'clock, which is not ideal for us living off grid and pulling that energy from our batteries, but we did recently get more batteries, so we could do things like that. I've also done loads of jars of green tomato pickles. So this is a Sally Wise recipe. Where is the book? So here's the book. This is like one of my Bibles when it comes to preserving. This book is fantastic. It has a whole heap of recipes. I also have another book of hers, which is out of a bottle. So it shows you recipes that you can use with the bottles that you've preserved, while also having some preserving recipes in it. I'll go and grab it. Hold on. Okay, so it's called Out of a Bottle, and you can tell that I don't use this one as much because it's almost in pristine condition, whereas this one's got, dodgy corners on the book, and it's got splash marks and all sorts happening inside this book. But books are there to be used. We can always buy another brand new one if we want it to look fantastic. But yeah, as I said, I don't use this one much, but I need to start looking in it and getting ideas for how to use my preserves. So this video is a pretty short one. I just wanted to pop in and let you know about the Off-Grid Festival. It is quite a fair distance, and it is during school holidays as well. So it might be hard to find accommodation, but you can camp on site as well. And it's lots of fun camping at festivals. There's such a great vibe about them. So let me know below if you're going to the festival. Remember, stall 90 is where I will be probably part of the time. My daughter will be there selling her artwork. She has a little YouTube channel as well where she does time lapses of making her art. She's currently still editing all of these videos that she did when she was 15. She's now 16, and I've been helping her with the editing of them, she's been having lots of fun with it, and her artwork has changed heaps since these videos, but she's determined to sort of do it chronologically. She's been into watercolor art, but she's now delving into oil painting and doing some amazing things. She's actually become a finalist in an exhibition that is coming up in June, I believe, which is very exciting. It's a portrait prize. So yeah, head over to her channel if you feel like supporting a young artist, and I will link her channel below. It's called Indigo Raven Illustrations, and yeah, I hope to see you there if you do come by. She's got lots of cards and stickers and art prints of her artwork, as well as a few little trinkets and things. And her friends who she's doing the stall with under the homeschooling tent, they make soaps and body products. And there's also another artist who frames bugs, so collects insects and bugs and frames them, and they look amazing. I haven't seen them in real life yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. Yeah, so I'm just going to be sitting here for the next couple of days doing this. It is quite time consuming doing this with the cherry tomatoes, but it is so worth it when you've put all the effort into watering every single day and weeding and caring for these plants. It's worth all this effort in the end, and you can just put a podcast on or watch something while you are getting all the stems off all the individual tiny tomatoes. But it brings me so much joy to be doing this, and I'm almost at the end of this. I think there will be another lot of passata. I've been doing the passata with the Roma tomatoes, so all of those over there are made with the Roma tomatoes, and I think there will be another 1 or 2 flashes of Romas, and then I have to make the decision as to whether I am doing more green tomato stuff or whether I'm just going to compost the rest of the tomatoes. Also on the tomato front, I have not seen any fruit fly larvae or any fruit flies themselves in my garden since I had that first sighting. So I don't know, it's pretty cold here. Our nights are getting down to 5 degrees. Most of them are getting down to 7 or 8, but it feels pretty cold. I mean, that is the temperature for the town that we're in, but I always feel like we're in a different spot and we get colder than our town actually gets. I'm really, really looking forward to taking you all on a tour soon. I'm hoping to film it and get it up and ready for next weekend while I'm away. So fingers crossed I get a moment outside. Yes, I'm hoping that we won't have too much smoke anymore from the burn-offs, and I can get out there and film a little tour, and you can see how different my garden looks now. I also need to get my dad to come along and take some footage with his drone. So Dad, if you're watching this. But yeah, you will see quite a change. Oh, and we're going to harvest the rest of the pumpkins. I know I said that in a recent video, and I was going to do that this morning with you all, but I couldn't be outside. I get quite affected by the burn-offs, the smoke smell, even though it was very minimal. And even my son, who can sort of get a bit of asthma type thing, he was fine, but I was not. I had to have some of his asthma pump because I was feeling really tight in my chest from the smoke. It all cleared up pretty quickly though. So yeah, be careful out there with the smoke. It definitely can affect you. And I still have all of this to do. I'm hoping that I can wash it and prepare some of these to process tomorrow, because I think I've got enough to fill the other jars that I need to fill, and I really have to go now. So I'm going to go, and I might try and tag a bit of footage on the end here. But yes, anyway, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are enjoying this lovely weather we are having. It's just so much easier to get outside, get digging, to move your body without feeling that suffocating heat that we had. It just feels like it's gone from 30-degree days consistently to it being quite cold now. So I'm really enjoying it. I love winter, so sorry for those who really don't like winter, but I always figure you can rug up and you can run around and work up a sweat, but I really find it hard to cool down in the summer. The summer, it's just, I think that's really why people have siestas, because it's just overwhelming. Anyway, see you all next time, and happy gardening, friends.